when I'm in the shower, I'm learning hardcore. That sounds really weird. Like, yes, I learn in the shower. Hardcore. Happy 2018. So this is the first thing I've recorded in 2018, save for me getting a little bit pissed off on my Instagram story today because I'm seeing so much behavior that is going to fail, quite frankly. So it just got me a little bit pissed off. Anyways, so this is the first video I'm making of 2018, and I haven't even talked about like the fact that I made actually, hold up, I have a fucking selfie stick now. Let's do this. Let's integrate. Doing this on the fly right here. And also, while I'm doing this, I'd like to talk about the fact that I have this is not sauce, okay? This is something, I don't even know what the hell it is. You can see fucking magic. But, and this also might fuck up the sound. Shit. Fuck. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this and hopefully it comes out okay. I can always bump up the audio if need be. So, 2018. I'm excited. I did a shit ton of review for 2017. My laptop broke and it's somehow working right now. I don't know how, but it's just very weird in the way that it's charging sometimes and not charging other times. There was sparks. I thought it broke. I thought there was a cable that fucked up or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I'm struggling to debug it, but I'm figuring it out, and I'm definitely not going to be doing tech support because I learned today that it could be $100 an hour. That's crazy. Might as well just buy a new fucking computer at that point, which I'm looking into right now, which is really cool. So, yes, 2017 review. I'm really struggling to figure out which year I'm trying to say here. So 2017 review. I fucking just went to town. What was it? Last night, the day before, and the day before that. So basically just 3 hardcore days of reviewing every week. And as you guys know, I do this reflections thing, but that originally came from me just sitting in Google Docs and analyzing exactly what happened in that week, what was good, what could have been done better, what did I learn, all that jazz. So after doing that, though, I went and collected all of them. And week by week, I went through them and pulled the highlights from each. And I created this. And by the way, not copy and paste, reword everything and just retype in the moment how I was feeling and what. It was almost like a post game on the post game and just a crazy fucking collection. So with that being, and it also stressed me out a lot doing it at the start because I was holy fuck, I'm not going to get it done. I got it done before I went to bed last night. Save for a few extra little tweaks I made this morning and then combine all the crazy documents I had. Side note. So I checked though after I did all this stuff and combined the docs and they were in different places because I was and also the important part here is I was doing it all on my iPhone. So and I did not know how big this is going to be and it ended up being 70 pages on Google, or 69 pages on Google Docs. That's fucking crazy. So that was interesting. And it took me a long fucking time. But super interesting nonetheless. And I look forward to being able to look back on 2018. 2017, holy fuck. And see this crazy highlight reel of my year. I'm very excited for that. So with that being said though, I was doing it all on this keyboard right here, that iPhone, to gather all the look at the documents, and then I was using this hooked up to that keyboard, meaning my iPhone 6 Plus, and that's how I was able to do it. So that was fucking, man, I'm just so proud of how much I grew this year. Results wise, I didn't really do that well with the actual external results, and you could say, yeah, that's where the rubber meets the road. It is. I agree with that. However, before the rubber meets the road with that, there's and I more so, before the results kick in, there's always a clear foundation of like I talk so much about this fucking foundation. I must be very boring to listen to in terms of that. But with the foundation, there's always like the years before the results show up. And I think I did a really fucking kick ass of how much I've changed, who I've become, my habits. My God, my like and like things like health. I can definitely say I have health results. Like my diet has been kick ass. My ability to stay tied to workouts, and yeah, like I did 2.5 P90X3 runs. Like could have easily quit, but I fucking killed it. And I did what I could with what I had, with where I was at. Meaning, I wasn't like fucking just going hardcore in the gym. I was doing what was right for me at that point. And meaning, I wasn't gonna go in and lift like I started out without weights, and I'm not even gonna cover this. This is a whole nother thing, and it goes down a whole different road. The point is, I had a very, very amazing foundational year. I was looking through this document and just like, as I was creating the document rather, there was just so many wins, so many growth points. It was crazy, man. I'm super proud of how the year went, even though it didn't technically go results-wise how I wanted it to go. But man, I just laid such a fucking sick foundation going forward and in 2018 and beyond. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, fuck, just what a great year. I'm super pumped. I'm also super pumped I captured all of it. So now I can come back to this whenever I choose and see how much I grew. And there were just so many different areas, like so many. And I might do a video of like covering them, but I'm not really sure. I'm just going to go how I feel about that and see what's up. So, but the reason I was making this video is just because I just finished setting a bunch of 2018 goals. I'm just doing things a little bit differently because I like to like experiment with things. Normally I'd like go through this whole like procedure and format and stuff like that. This time I just listed out a bunch of goals, and then it wasn't even so much about goals as much as like a list of my intentions, desires, wants, and also goals in addition to that. But it was a lot of like intention setting, almost like heal this, instead of like, that doesn't feel very much like a goal. That feels more like a to-do and more of it just doesn't feel like a goal. It feels like this kind of esoteric thing, a growth point, if you will. But it's technically just a healing point. Anyways, the point is, it wasn't all just like normal goals. And like I wrote down something like, stop mumbling and start talking clearer, because I'm aware at how much I mumble when I talk. I basically just like, I don't talk that much throughout the day. It's a lot of just listening, okay? I'm learning a shit ton. I'm reading. There's very little output, and like you're seeing majority of the output when you're on camera, which is funny because it's so little in comparison to what you would think a normal person would talk. But I shut the fuck up a lot, and I just listen because I'm working so much of the time. And even when I'm working out, I'm still like not going to be sitting there talking. When I'm in the shower, I'm learning hardcore. That sounds really weird. Like, yes, I learn in the shower. Hardcore. But, yeah, I'm excited and I'm feeling good. It's also just so great to have the feeling of knowing where you're going to go. I have a lot of certainty with where I'm going right now. As you know, I've paused Infinity and lists, and I feel really good about that. And I have another project that is not code related by definition. Kind of is, but it's not like software. So I'll put that. But still, technically, it kind of is. I'm going to stop talking about it. But anyways, so that's like an interesting project that has come into my reality recently. Since Christmas time, and I'm really thinking about pursuing that hard because it feels right. I am feeling very aligned with it. So I think I'm going to do it. And I started training on it today. So I'm very excited about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be talking about it publicly. It's kind of out there. And a lot of people are going to be like, what the fuck? It's kind of weird. But that's okay. I'm an untraditional kind of person. I'm used to it, except this is very untraditional, what I'm talking about right now. So, I'm pumped for 2018. It's going to be a good year, and it's not going to be my year, but it's just going to be a year. It's just going to be another year of development, another year of progress, and I'm not interested in focusing on making it my year. First of all, it's a big objective making it your year, and it can be very easy to overwhelm yourself if your mindset is not configured to think like that. Like some are. And if you are, go ahead, think like that if you're not going to break down. But if you are going to break down, focus on the day-to-day. Like, I think I got so much better with, and it's not I fucking did get so much better with health. Like, I fucking dominated health in 2018, period. End of story. I absolutely just crushed it, especially from where I was. I went from fucking 0 to like 100 like overnight. It was very strange. But with that, there was so much. Where was I going with that? Shit, I think I lost my thought. That was gonna be a good one too. Oh yeah, so the day to day, I wasn't focused on making it my year of health. I was focused on doing the daily activities that were going to get me to where I wanted to be down the road. Actually, like very, very much, a lot of the time I spent doing those things, I was not really focused on that. I was kind of just like focused on the benefits of what I would receive from doing the short-term activities. Meaning, if I was eating healthy, first of all, it just tasted good because I made all the healthy food really delicious. So that's one. So that was just enjoyable. And then two, working out is just like, it's super pleasurable, and it allowed me to get a lot of stress out and just get a lot of anger out too. There was just a lot of good shit going on. Plus it feels like a fucking sport to me. And I'm like blasting music, so it feels like almost like a low-key rave, which is fucking sweet. So I think you have to just start loving the fucking process on the day-to-day, because once you fall in love with the process of whatever you're doing, you fucking won. It's just a matter of time at that point. Everything becomes timeless. You've won, and it's just a matter of like a patience game, because if you fuck yourself up, you haven't won. But if you can stay with it, keep patient, keep loving the process, keep loving what you're doing, and that's why it's so important to love what you do, I think you're fucking golden. And I think this is why I'm so golden. I've really, really done a good job of making sure I love what I do. And I think it will play out massively in my favor in the long term and in the net score. All right. It's been, oh fuck, I forgot to say the date and time. January 1st, New Year of 2018 now. And the time is 12:01, and I still haven't fucking eaten my final thing, and I'm about to go get junk food wasted. So actually it's not that bad, but it's probably going to give me a lot of brain fog because it's veggie pizza, and the veggies are good, the sauce is like pure shit, and the bottom is, the crust, quote unquote, is Pillsbury like croissants. So it's going to be delicious. I'm very excited about it. Shout out what am I saying? Shout out Karen, my aunt, Karen Moxey, for creating this recipe, because it's fucking amazing. Period. All right. Ciao.